You are listening to Passport Talks, a podcast on how to become a true cosmopolitan, how to travel the world without visas, create a safe haven for your family, and access top-notch education and healthcare with a second passport or residency.
Malta Citizenship, all the ways of getting it as a foreigner. Individuals from other countries can obtain Malta citizenship through naturalisation, marriage, lineage, or reuniting with family members. Additionally, foreigners willing to invest in the nation's economy have a streamlined path to naturalisation, which requires only 1 or 3 years of residence instead of the usual 7 years. 10 benefits of Malta citizenship. Before delving into acquiring Malta citizenship, let's explore its benefits. Here's a comprehensive list of reasons that make obtaining a Maltese passport a worthwhile endeavour. 1. The opportunity to travel visa-free to over 180 countries, including Schengen states, the USA, the UK, Ireland, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, Switzerland, Canada, Australia, and South Korea. 2. Access to the European banking system allows you to open deposits, register assets, invest in real estate, and purchase securities under your name. 3. Malta citizenship grants children the privilege of studying at European universities and the ability to remain and work within the European Union upon graduation. 4. Access to high-quality healthcare, with the World Health Organization ranking Malta's healthcare system as the 5th best in the world. 5. You don't have to give up your current citizenship. 6. Simplified acquisition of residence permits for the UK and other Commonwealth of Nations countries, such as Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Singapore, and South Africa. 7. English and Maltese are official languages, allowing children to receive an education in English medium schools. 8. Enjoy a high standard of living in Malta thanks to its stable economy, political stability, and advanced educational, medical, and financial systems. 9. Experience a comfortable Mediterranean climate and embrace a relaxed and unhurried way of life. 10. The flexibility to swiftly establish permanent residence in Malta in case of unforeseen circumstances in your home country. How to get Malta citizenship by naturalisation for exceptional services by direct investment. Wealthy individuals prepared to invest in the country's economy can pursue citizenship after residing for 1 year, making it the swiftest approach. The option secures citizenship for the entire family, encompassing a spouse, children up to 29 years of age, and either the applicant's or spouse's parents. Investment amount and conditions. Investor expenses for obtaining Malta citizenship comprise the following components. 600,000 or 750,000 euros as a contribution to the National Development Fund for the primary applicant, depending on whether 3 years have passed since receiving the residence permit or only 1 year has transpired. 50,000 euros added to the state fund contribution for each family member. 10,000 euros as a donation to a non-governmental organisation, 700,000 euros for property acquisition, which can be leased or sold after 5 years. Renting is also possible with a minimum annual rent of 16,000 euros. Eligibility test. The applicant's family is subject to a comprehensive background check similar to due diligence. Maltese authorities will verify the legitimacy of income and capital, absence of criminal record, lack of ties to criminal entities, and absence of impediments to citizenship. This rigorous screening results in 1 out of every 5 applicants failing. In rare cases, previously granted passports may be revoked. However, once an investor passes this test, Malta citizenship is assured for life. The eligibility test comes with associated costs: 15,000 euros for the primary applicant, 10,000 euros for the spouse, each child aged 12 to 29 and parents aged 55 and above, 1,000 euros administrative fee per applicant. Data sharing between Malta and other EU countries means that rejections in one country could lead to rejections in others. Immigrant Invest, a licensed agent with compliance anti-money laundering officers, can be consulted to enhance the likelihood of approval. Additional expenses encompass legal and solicitor fees, document translation and legalization, and state fees. Property purchase entails realtor services and taxes. Obtaining Malta citizenship through a regular naturalization. Naturalization is the lengthiest route to Malta citizenship, encompassing 7 to 18 years. Consequently, it is most appropriate for individuals who are already established residents in Malta with no intention of departing for an extended duration. Foreigners lacking familial connections to Malta can attain citizenship by naturalization if they fulfill the following conditions. 1. Resided in Malta for a cumulative total of 4 years within the last 6 years, holding both a residence permit and permanent residency. During this period, they must not have spent over 6 consecutive months or a total of 10 months outside the country. 2. Sustained continuous residence in Malta for an additional 12 months before the application date. 3. Possess a permanent place of residence, either acquired or rented. 4. Garnered written endorsements from several Maltese nationals. 5. Evidenced a regular legal income that can support themselves and their families. 6. Possess Maltese health insurance. 7. Passed language proficiency, history, and law exams administered by the Employment and Training Corporation. The applicant must personally submit the application and all documents to the Department of Citizenship and Expatriate Affairs, with processing typically completed within 3 months. The minimum duration to secure Malta citizenship through naturalization is 7 years, though in practice, applications submitted with less than 12 years of residency are often declined without explanation or avenue for appeal. Malta citizenship through marriage. A citizenship application is only permissible after 5 years of legal marriage unaffected by the birth of a child. The application process itself takes an additional year. Divorced or widowed spouses with marriages over 5 years are also eligible for a Maltese passport. Besides, Malta citizenship obtained through marriage remains valid even after divorce or the spouse's passing. In Malta, engaging in a sham marriage constitutes a criminal offence. A specialized committee scrutinizes the authenticity of the relationship, a compulsory step before submitting documents to the local registry office. If an applicant is proven to be entering into marriage solely for citizenship purposes, they could face a fine or a maximum of 2 years imprisonment. Starting in 2014, Malta legally recognizes same-sex marriages. Citizenship requirements for such couples mirror those for all marriages. Malta citizenship by descent and family reunification. This path is exclusively appropriate for children of current or former Maltese citizens. The associated expenses are minimal, amounting to approximately €80 as a state fee. Applicants eligible to acquire Malta citizenship through descent and family reunification include the following. 1. Those born in Malta to one or both Maltese parents since 1989. 2. Individuals born between September 21st, 1964 and July 31st, 1989 outside Malta with a Maltese father. 3. Those born on September 21st, 1964 in Malta or to Maltese parents on the day of the country's independence from the United Kingdom. 4. Individuals born in Malta to one or both Maltese parents before September 21st, 1964. 5. Former subjects of the United Kingdom or its colonies before September 21st, 1964. 6. Those born abroad to a Maltese father who was also born abroad, provided that a grandfather or great-grandfather was born in Malta. 7. Former Maltese nationals. 8. Children from other countries who have been adopted or fostered by Maltese nationals. 9. Grandchildren of a Maltese citizen. 10. Siblings of a Maltese citizen. 11. Children of foreign parents, with one of them subsequently obtaining Malta citizenship. 12. Guardians of a minor Maltese national. Applicants under these categories do not require a residence permit or need to establish permanent residency in Malta. Citizenship can be attained without physically traveling to the country. The process can be facilitated through an embassy or consulate. Documentation of paternity, maternity, and birth dates must be supported by birth and marriage certificates. In specific instances, 2 Maltese guarantors may also be necessary. Citizenship for exceptional services and refugees. Citizenship granted for distinguished service to Malta is a notable recognition. Individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the country, including outstanding scientists, athletes, cultural figures, politicians, and business people, may receive a passport awarded personally by the President of Malta. The criteria for evaluating the level of merit are not explicitly defined. Citizenship for refugees and those seeking political asylum. Around 8,000 to 9,000 refugees, predominantly from Africa and the Middle East, arrive on the island annually. After residing in Malta, refugees can apply for citizenship 6 years later. Refugees are exempt from language and integration assessments and are not required to pay the state fee for registration. To be granted asylum or refugee status, individuals must substantiate that their lives are at risk or face discrimination in their country of origin. That's it for this episode about Malta citizenship. Visit immigrantinvest.com for detailed information about it and other countries for second citizenship, or book a meeting with Immigrant Invest lawyers who can help answer tricky questions. Take the next step towards your global opportunities and secure your future with Immigrant Invest. And see you in the next episodes of Passport Talks.
You are listening to Passport Talks, a podcast on how to become a true cosmopolitan, how to travel the world without visas, create a safe haven for your family, and access top-notch education and healthcare with a second passport or residency.